Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel where we talk about feelings. Now, today I want to talk about an extra special variety of quartz. And this is a type of quartz that is all about some very serious energy healing. And that quartz is Golden Healer. Now, right away, I gotta make the distinction here because as you can see, this stone is transparent, and it's a very, very light, slightly golden yellow color. But this is a this is a rare variety of golden healer, and this one is actually called lemon quartz, or I've seen it called lemon healer. So usually golden healer quartz is more opaque and it has a much darker golden yellow color. Um, so this is my lemon quartz or lemon healer point. And as you can see, it's a very beautiful stone. Um, the what gives these stones their golden yellow color is iron oxide. Um, Quartz and iron oxide come together to form so many different varieties of quartz. Um, and it all comes down to how the iron oxide is distributed within the crystal, where it's distributed. Um, it's really quite amazing how many different stones there are, each with their own unique vibrations, and it's all quartz and iron oxide. So obviously in this piece, the iron oxide is very finely, very evenly distributed in such a way that it's very clear, very transparent. But it's just got that tinge of golden color. Now, Golden Healer, when I first bought this stone, I found it at one of my local crystal shops here in Honolulu. And I found it in the back corner in this little box. And there was a handwritten note on it that said, very rare. And the piece accordingly was a little bit more expensive than normal. And at first I didn't really give this stone much thought, but eventually I felt drawn to it, and so I bought it. And I didn't really know what it was other than lemon quartz, because that's how it was labeled at this shop. It was labeled as lemon quartz. And I just figured, oh, I guess that's because it's got this very light, lemony color. I don't know why that's rare. I didn't really know. The only other thing I knew was that this piece had come from Brazil, where all kinds of very beautiful quartz specimens come from. Brazil produces a lot of different stones and crystals. Um, so I took this home, and I could tell, this was a high vibration kind of stone. And I don't know if I just didn't do the right kind of research, or I just didn't do enough research online. Um, because it was hard to find listings. It was hard to find articles under lemon quartz. I guess I wasn't coming across anything significant. So I would meditate with it, here and there, but I didn't really know what to do with this stone. I didn't really know what to do with the vibrations of the stone. Um, so I put it on my windowsill, and it sat there for probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And then last year, about 1 year ago, I decided to pick up this stone and spend some time meditating with it. And so I was laying down and I'm meditating with this stone, and like that, this wave, or maybe I should say a rush of energy, like a rushing gust of wind. This energy just blew up, like seemingly out of nowhere, but it was originating in my root chakra area and the sacral chakra as well. And this was just a very powerful energy. It was very exciting. It was very warm, and it just sort of enveloped me. Um, it was like suddenly connecting with this whole new source of energy. So that was my moment of, I mean, that was an energetic awakening. And what it did was it heightened my overall vibration, kind of just, it was raised. Um, I found myself more sensitive to the subtle vibrations of stones and crystals. This experience that I had with Golden Healer was what you might call like definitely like an awakening experience, or maybe an ascension type of experience where your vibration is going up. I found myself better able to connect with, in the months that followed. Uh, it wasn't just my base and sacral chakra awakening. Eventually, that energy very gradually moved up higher and higher through all of my chakras. So I felt like a solar plexus awakening, heart chakra awakening. It took a lot of time, but eventually that energy went higher into the throat chakra, third eye, crown, and what they call the causal chakra. That's just at the back of the head, kind of where you would imagine, like in a drawing of saints or angels, they put a halo around the head, and it's usually around what's called the causal chakra. So even that chakra, I felt a lot of energy, um, and even chakras that are not even on the body, like the Earth Star chakra. That's the chakra that's beneath your feet, down into the earth. And then, you've got multiple chakras that are higher than your crown, like the soul star and the stellar gateway. It gets all kinds of stuff up in, up there. Um, and so this was an awakening experience, an awakening to my own energies, my own vibration, an awakening in my physical well-being. I would say physical vitality, just, a greater sense of energy, um, more joy, more just feeling well, experiencing more healing. This Golden Healer is very, very powerful. It deals with your life force energy. Now, in Hawaii, that life force is called mana. In Chinese traditions, it's called qi. And you'll also find it referred to as kundalini. which is that it's visualized as a snake wrapped around the base of your spine. I think 3.5 times, and that's when that Kundalini energy is activated. That snake begins to unravel very slowly and move up. And once the snake's head reaches your head, your crown chakra, that's, like the ultimate awakening moment. That's the, yeah, becoming awakened to higher vibrations and higher spiritual energies and things like that. So, because uh, because this stone definitely works with with its golden yellow color. It definitely works with the solar plexus, mainly with healing and clearing old emotional patterning. And those are, those are the cycles that we all have, the emotional based or emotionally based habits that we have, the things we do automatically based on emotional programming. It's that all resides in our solar plexus, and this is, stuff that was given to us. It came from other people, when we were growing up. And so this stone can help cleanse and reconfigure that space, that energy center, and remove old emotional programs that just, that no longer serve you. And it also connects with your crown chakra and getting in touch with your higher self and connecting with that source of wisdom in the process of reprogramming yourself, yeah, reprogramming those feelings. So, as always, I would urge anyone who wants to use this stone, who wants to meditate with this stone, I would always urge that person, make sure you have a support system in place, make sure you have a friend you can go to, or a counselor, therapist, mentor, someone that you can confide in if needed, because this awakening stuff is not it's not to be messed around with. I mean, yes, it is all about healing, and it's all about, raising your vibrations. But as beautiful and incredible of an experience as that is, it can also be very challenging, because you're going to see things about yourself or about your relationships in your life. You're going to see things that might be hard to look at. You're going to see things more clearly. That's what happens when your vibration is going up. You start to see things from a higher perspective, or just from a different perspective. And sometimes that can be a shock. You might see, like, oh, I didn't realize that was going on, or, I didn't realize I was acting that way. That's what happens when these old programs and old emotional conditioning, when that gets undone and reprogrammed, you see things in your own life and in yourself that might be uncomfortable to look at. But that's all part of the healing process. And that's why I always urge people, I urge anyone to make sure you have emotional and mental support if you decide to work with a healing stone like Golden Healer. So, what kind of music would fit a stone as as powerful as Golden Healer? Well, I had to go with an equally powerful voice, and that would be none other than Celine Dion. Now, I'm not a mega super fan of hers. That's reserved for Madonna and Janet Jackson. But I am a fan of Celine Dion, and particularly, I've always loved her album, A New Day Has Come. I believe that came out in like 2005, somewhere around then, or maybe 2004. Anyway, I love A New Day Has Come, and the very first song on that album, I think fits Golden Healer, and that song is I'm Alive. And it's a song all about feeling alive, being alive, coming back to life, feeling revived. It's very encouraging, it's joyful, it's very uplifting. You've set my heart on fire, filled me with love, made me a woman on clouds of bird. Now, I will obviously include a link to I'm Alive by Celine Dion. And no, it will not be a link to a recording of me trying to sing that song. Just wanted to give y'all a little preview. Anyway, so make sure to check for that link in the description box below. Take a listen to I'm Alive, and that may help you get in touch with the vibes of Golden Healer. As always, I encourage you to leave a comment or question down below the video. And once again, thank you so much for vibing with me.